My name is Kylie. I am a fifth grader in the Tuttle system. I would like to welcome you to Tuttle School. We love America Day. At this time, I would like to bring up Madeline and Callie, two fifth graders, Tuttle citizens, to help us honor our great country.
In honor of our country, we ask that everyone in the audience stand, turn, and face our flag, and together recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
Stand up.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The Tuttle School family is here to celebrate our great country and how lucky we are to be Americans. We are also here to honor the brave men and women who risked their lives to save others on 9/11. Although many of us were not there, it is a day in history that will remind us of how brave Americans are, how important it is to support each other, and how precious our freedoms are. At this time, I would like to introduce our principal, Mr. Brown.
Good morning, and welcome to Tuttle's annual We Love America Day celebration. As you know, We Love America Day began as a way to celebrate the heroism and patriotism that was shown both on and after the events of September the 11th. Over the last 2 decades, our gathering has grown into a celebration to remind us of what makes our country so special. It's impossible to understand the magnitude of 9/11 if you weren't there to experience it, and none of our Tuttle students here were born yet on that awful day. And that's the importance of this morning. We need to keep alive the American spirit and pride that resulted from the tragedy that occurred 23 years ago. At Tuttle, we take this responsibility very seriously, and in a few minutes you'll hear about it from some of our students. At Tuttle, we are team players, unique, trustworthy, thankful, leaders, and empathetic. We value these characteristics as we believe they show who we are and what we stand for. These characteristics translate very well to the values that continue to keep this country so wonderful. Imagine the world we live in if all the adults and leaders around the globe had the same qualities as our Tuttle family and followed the example that we set. Thank you from Tuttle for supporting this event.
We would also like to acknowledge and thank the parents and family members in attendance this morning. Today we are proud to have heroes and protectors of our East Haven, our police department, fire department, and our MTs, EMTs, and ambulance crews. Thank you for putting our safety and freedom as a priority. We also thank your families for sharing us with you. I would like to introduce Nicholas and Caden, two students who will say a few words about the first responders.
I would like to thank first responders, police officers, firefighters, and EMPs for helping keep East Haven safe. I know positively that these interventions work very hard to help us since my dad is a firefighter. Many first responders died or got very sick helping other people on 9/11. I would like to thank them for their service since 9/11 has been even more important to show kindness and help others. That's why at our school we work hard to be Tuttle citizens. Thank you.
Thank you, Nicholas and Caden. We will now have a speaker from our 5th grade class, Talia.
What America means to me is to be a hero in our darkest moments. Being an American is to never give up and to keep fighting for our freedom. On September 11th, we had one of our darkest moments. On that day, people ran to help others. They risked and sacrificed their lives. A hero is a person who is brave, strong, and fearless. On September 11th, we were surrounded by heroes. Members of our own East Haven Community Forces went down to help afterwards. People across the country went to work help to rebuild, including my own dad. On September 11th, we saw heroes. Being an American is hard work. We fight for our community, state, and country. As Americans, we are our best when we come together. I love our America. I would like to introduce our second reader, Aya.
America means a lot to me because we all have freedom, we all have justice, we all have respect for each other, we all have the right to go to school, vote, and work. America is a great country. No one can go against our gender or our culture. We have the freedom to worship the way we want. I am truly grateful for the men and women in the military endangering their lives just to protect our lives so we can keep our freedom and keep our country great. During 9/11, we had first responders, police, firefighters, military, and hundreds of volunteers that risked their lives to save others. We are entirely grateful for their bravery. 9/11 was a very difficult time for many, but it was also a time where America came together to support and love another. We need to continue this message always and be thankful for all our rights here in America. Today, let us remember those lives that were lost and remember those that protect us daily. Give respect to our flag and be proud to be an American.
And now I would like to introduce the leader of our town, the Honorable Miss Mayor Carrefour.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, teachers and students of Tuttle Elementary. I'm Mayor Joseph Carrefour, and it's always a pleasure to be here with you. Today we come together to reflect on a day that left a lasting mark on our nation. It's a day that teaches us the value of standing together, of being strong and loving our country deeply. America is a special place where freedom and opportunity come alive, and people from every background work to make tomorrow better. Patriotism is about having a deep love for our country, and I can see that all in you. It means coming together and supporting one another. It's also about treating each other with kindness, and no matter how different we may be. Something I know you practice every day with your friends and classmates. Thank you for being shining examples of what it means to love our country. So keep learning, keep growing, and keep sharing your bright light and your bright light with the world. But I want you all to reach out to these gentlemen out in the street, all in uniform today, and some of our police officers, and reach out your hand and shake their hand, because I just came back from the 911 tribute, on our town green, and some of the first responders down there, were some people that went down to 911 ground zero, and it was horrific, and people sometimes tends to forget, so always remember that day, because that day 23 years ago changed the course of our country. So reach out to these guys and shake their hands, because sometimes they go unnoticed, but they keep us safe at night while you're home sleeping. So please, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but shake their hand and thank them. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We appreciate all you do for our town. At this time, we would like to recognize any East Haven Board of Education members and central office staff in attendance. Can you please stand and wave so we can give you a round of applause? We will now hear from our Superintendent of Schools, Miss Erica Forty.
Thank you, Mayor Carrefour. That's very kind of you. Good morning. I'm privileged to speak here today to honor the lives and thousands of others impacted during the attacks on our country over 20 years ago, which left our nation devastated, confused, yet united as one. Our country quickly bonded together. Simple disagreements were thought of as pointless. We consoled each other. we held each other's hands and united as one. The American flag once again became a popular symbol on our homes, our cars, our dorms. Americans, regardless of their religion, political views, ethnicity, and age, came together as we leaned on each other in sympathy, pride, and support. Today, when we think of service, we think of something bigger than ourselves. We remember today and honor the countless heroes and first responders that gave themselves willingly with courage and bravery for their fellow citizens. I am so proud of our Tuttle students here today and our staff from Tuttle School for understanding the significance and the importance of today and using this National Day of Service and Remembrance to pay it forward and do something nice for their peers, their community, and their nation. Thank you.
Thank you. At this time, I would like to call Mason and Leo and Diz to the podium.
At this time, I would like to. Got it. At this time, I would like everyone to bow their heads to a moment of silence to remember and honor the lives that were lost, the bravery and community spirit of our police, firefighters, medical people, and volunteers displayed on that tragic day.
Please bow your head for a moment of silence. Thank you.
This is a day where we honor the lives that were lost and bravery that was displayed. It is also a day where we celebrate America at its best. I would like for everyone to join me saying with energy and pride, "We love America." Ready? 3, 2, 1.
We love America!
One more time. 3, 2, 1.
We love America!
That was great. Nice job, everybody. That concludes our ceremony. Thank you for being with us this morning to celebrate this important ceremony. I know that here at Tuttle, we will keep the spirit of today with us all year, and we hope you will do the same. Thank you for being a Tuttle citizen, and thank you for being a proud American.
Thank you very much, everyone, for coming for today. Just
Recess sooner. Yeah. We're running around. Thank you. Woo! Thank you for coming. Woo! He's got some strong one. You're going to be a pitcher or something. Wow. Thank you. All right, bud. Thank you.